I'm Joy Gould.
I'm Karen Persinger.
And you're watching Warrior TV.
News.
Oh, I forgot the news.
Good afternoon, Warriors. I'm Nolan.
And I'm Ramsey, and this is your October 6th feature edition of Warrior TV News.
First, we'll get a sneak peek of Shades of Blue.
Then we'll learn more about the hard work that goes into Student Council.
And lastly, we'll get the latest scoop on this year's marching band.
All this and more on today's feature edition of Warrior TV News. Fall break is near, Warriors. October 9th through October 20th. Have fun and stay safe.
Shades of Blue is an advanced mixed choir here at Whiteland Community High School. Isaac, Aaron, and Thaya head to the choir room to see what we can expect this year from Shades.
Shades of Blue is one of the smaller advanced mixed choirs here at Whiteland. Warrior TV goes to the directors and the performers to get their thoughts on Shades of Blue.
It's my third year. For a while it was Mrs. Coulter and myself, and now we have a new director here named Mr. Brandt, and so he and I are team teaching that class.
This is actually my first year with Shades of Blue, so prior to July I have 0 accomplishments with Shades of Blue. But I've been very, very happy with the amount of improvement that specifically the tenors and the basses have made in just a few short months. They have gained a lot of confidence in their own voice and their own sound, and I think that has translated well for the entire ensemble.
Shades of Blue is our most select ensemble, meaning that we can only have 24 members in the group in order to compete in ISSMA Vocal Jazz State Contest.
Since it's the smallest ensemble, we would use it for things like community outreach or maybe singing for the elementary schools and middle schools, or just meetings, just random events throughout the community.
Obviously, you know, we like to have the success of being named Vocal Jazz Honor Ensemble again, but I think my biggest goal is just to have the group mesh well together. I want them to be able to take pride in the ensemble just for the sake of being in the ensemble. I don't want them to try to compare it to any other group in the past. I just want them to have a successful year as a new ensemble together.
They have so much good things happening right now, and I want them to continually look forward to what they can improve, how they can expand their range, how differently they can change their style of singing depending on if it's, you know, a song that was written 400 years ago versus a song that's on the radio today.
After talking to Mr. Brandt and Mr. Conley, Warrior TV heads over to the students to get their opinion on Shades of Blue.
Shades of Blue is the jazz choir at Whiteland Community High School, and we are 24 members.
It's the more unique choir here. We have the 2 show choirs, and we have the other regular standing ensembles, but Shades is specifically jazz, so that just makes us unique.
It's the only jazz choir, and it's more everyone's closer together because it's such a small choir.
Shades of Blue is the only jazz choir, and it's the most selective group, I think, and so it's super unique, and it's a really special group because we're all so close together, and it's such a small group, and it's really fun.
Jazz is a really specific genre of music, so when we perform, it gives everybody a variety of music.
I really like it because I've always loved jazz ever since I was little, and it's just been my favorite topic of music, so getting to sing it is a lot of fun.
Shades of Blue has been rehearsing very hard for the past few months. Their next concert starts Friday, December 8th, right here in the auditorium. If you're interested in joining Whiteland Choirs, email Mr. Brandt or Mr. Conley for more info. I'm Aaron, here with Isaac and Thaya, outside the auditorium, Warrior TV News.
Student Council works tirelessly behind the scenes here at Whiteland Community High School. David and Camron gather more information on what goes into being part of Student Council.
Student Council plays an integral part in the planning of important events here at WCHS. Warrior TV goes to the student members of the council to get their insight on the important organization.
I am the all-student body president, which puts me as the student council president. I've been doing student council every year of high school since freshman year. My favorite part of student council is just the fact that you're part of an organization of students that sets up events and runs things that the rest of the student body really gets to enjoy and really gets to take part in.
I am the junior class secretary. I've been a part of student council for 2 years. My favorite part about student council is probably organizing and planning for homecoming because it's a really big event.
Not only does student council benefit students around the school, it also benefits the council members themselves.
It's really helped me develop more of my leadership skills and cooperating with other individuals in order to accomplish a common goal. I've become more organized and I've learned how to manage my time more efficiently and how to take everyone's ideas and analyze them to see how we can make the most cohesive, most efficient solution to tackle problems.
Student council has really taught the importance of time management and working together as a team to help get everything done. A lot of student council members are going to the IASC convention early November.
They have a lot of workshops and a lot of talks there about how to run your school more effectively and how to connect better with your student body. After that, obviously winter homecoming, one of the biggest things we do.
We have the Sadie Hawkins dance that is going to be in the winter time.
I think that would be something cool for Whiteland to have, and I think everyone would enjoy.
After speaking to the student members of Student Council, Warrior TV goes to the council advisors for more information.
This is my 4th year here at Whiteland, and it's also my 4th year advising Student Council. I am the Student Council co-sponsor along with Mrs. Jeffries.
I am co-advisor of Student Council. I have been an advisor for 3.5 years.
My favorite part of advising Student Council would have to be building those relationships with students that I otherwise would not get a chance to interact with. So between all my different classes and newspaper and Student Council, I really get to interact with almost every type of student here at WCHS, and that's really cool. So just being able to interact with those school leaders and being able to see how they can influence the rest of the school and get that school spirit up is just really awesome to be part of that.
I love working with kids who want to be involved in different activities around the school, and it's awesome to see leadership happen with kids who you normally don't get to see that from in the classroom. I also love homecoming events. Even though it's stressful, I love seeing it all come together at the end of the week.
Student Council's main responsibility is planning homecoming, so everything from the spirit days to the actual pep session, the crowning of King and Queen at halftime. We're in charge of facilitating that whole process, so that's super fun. We also organize the blood drives, and we try to do a few other charity events and just make this school a better place to be.
We also sell candygrams during Christmas time, and we also attend the state convention.
Student Council is great for helping students develop leadership skills because we talk a lot about how Student Council is meant for all students. So it's not just being a leader within your organization or putting this on your resume, but it's being able to get everyone to be involved with the school, and that's a pretty big task. Okay, with about 2,000 students, our student council leaders have to be really creative in finding ways to engage everyone and make everyone feel like they're a part of this school.
We rely a lot on the kids to plan events and be in charge of different activities throughout the school year, so having that leadership skill is important, and we also build their leadership skills throughout the year by taking them to the state convention where they learn a lot of those skills and then can apply them throughout the school year.
Student Council does a lot of work behind the scenes to plan important events here at Whiteland Community High School. If you're interested in joining the council, please speak with Ms. Gross or Mrs. Jeffries. From outside the cafeteria, I'm David Ryan here with Camron Ciampa, Warrior TV News.
And it's just an awesome experience to be a part of.
I don't know what that is.
What is that? When is it?
When is it?
What does it cost? What would you even wear?
Where is it?
The Whiteland Community High School's marching band has had tremendous success in past years. Lindsay and Reese get a further insight on their goals for this year.
48.
The Marching Warriors are made up of 200 marching brass, woodwind, percussion, and color guard members. This year they plan to encompass the audience with a new and unique show. Warrior TV talks to the directors and members to gain insight on their season so far.
The theme for this year's show is called Encompass. And it kind of came to us, we were thinking about how we wanted to set the field up, and we knew we wanted to use circles and a half circle on the front, and we kind of started to think about different ideas revolving around circles, and eventually led us to the idea of a compass. And we thought the music really fit it very well, and there's a lot of cool visual things we could do with it, and it was neat to see it all come to fruition. Every season is very, very different. Last season we had a great show with some very interesting props and did some really neat things, and so we knew we wanted to go into this year doing something a little bit different in scope, and so it's exciting to get in there and do it. We have a lot of great kids and work really, really hard, and it's fun for me to come into every season with that same amount of excitement.
Along with the excitement of this year's show, the addition of a new director, Mr. Vieira, brings new ideas and hopes for a strong season.
So this is my first year here. I've only seen this band on videos, but it's definitely been a new experience for me. It's been a much larger program than anything that I've worked with before, but I am excited about the possibilities and the opportunities that provides us to be a larger program and see big success in one of the most competitive venues in the country. My goal for any season is to be better than we were when we started and better than the group was the year previous. I think if you just focus on being better every year and trying to take that next step as a program, the other competitive things are going to take care of themselves.
I go into every season with pretty much a fresh slate of excitement because every show is so different. Every student and every band is different than it was the year before. And so we have our strengths, we have our weaknesses, and they change every year. And so to take a show, especially when you start playing it in May, and then what it ends up being by the time you get to the end of October is very different. And it's fun to go through that process with the kids and be able to make something really special for the group and for them to end up really being very proud of what they did.
After talking to the directors about their motivation for the season, Warrior TV goes to some of the band members to get their opinions on marching band and all the hard work that goes into it.
The band is different than previous years because it's matured and it has overall gotten better with doing what is asked of them and going above and beyond.
My goals for the season is to go to semi-state and Class A again and maybe even be state finalists. We'll reach those goals if we keep working hard and being able to rehearse well with everybody doing their part.
I feel the directors are pushing us a lot more to do the things that we need to do to be at that top quality, to be one of the top big bands like Center Grove or Carmel.
Personally, I'm learning all the music and learning how it fits together so that the four of us drum majors are able to lead the band successfully.
My favorite part of marching band, surprise, surprise, is the contests. There's a rush that happens with those contests that you can only feel from that. It's just performing in front of someone, knowing you did well, and knowing that they enjoyed it is quite lovely.
My favorite part of marching band is standing up on the podium before a performance and just seeing everyone's happy faces and the vibe that we're about to have a great performance. It's the best. Marching band's taught me discipline and pride, and being able to do teamwork with 200 other people is a really special feeling, and it's the most rewarding feeling in the entire world.
The Marching Warriors are circling up to have a great rest of their season. Make sure you catch them in action tomorrow, October 7th at the Whiteland Invitational at 7:40 p.m. From the football field, I'm Lindsay, here with Reese, Warrior TV News.
And that's all we have for you on this feature edition of Warrior TV News. Until next time,
Have a good one.